Hi everyone, welcome back. Dad with the controller here. We're doing part 5 of Resident Evil 9 Requiem. No autosave, no damage, no charms, playthrough, no bonus items. It's been a minute since Dad has uploaded, but you have to forgive me, I'm living that dad life. Right, let's get back to where we were. We're just crafting some bullets here, some rifle ammo, some shotgun ammo, rearranging our briefcase, and soon I think we're going to want to buy the case upgrade. Maybe not yet, but soon enough. And we're back to the main man himself, Leon S. Kennedy. So I decided to upgrade the pistol here. I didn't really need to do that, but yeah, I just thought I should make it a little bit more powerful, get rid of the enemies a little bit quicker, because it does take forever when the upgrade is a bit lower. Try to aim at this guy in a certain way so that you can kick him against the van. It didn't work for me there, but we can still deal with him nonetheless. Execute Order 66. Back to where we left off. Silently execute that guy. And just be careful here. I took a bit of a risk because, like I said, it's not a no damage, no save playthrough. Nice Bruce Lee flying kick there. You know, that's what I love about this game. Leon has a lot of different animations here. He has a lot of different animations. Execute Order 66. So depending on how you position yourself and shoot the enemies, you do end up getting different executions, and that's really cool. That's what I do like that about this game. Just be careful of this guy. You can always use this run back technique and then start shooting. That's the safest way to do it. Get a few headshots in, and yeah, I could have realigned myself there to like push him on the van, but these guys are like trash mobs, as we would call them. We can get rid of them, no problems. Yeah, look, so you hit right against the pillar. Execute Order 66. I do love executions in games, you know, like that's one of my favorite things in games. If the game does it right, then it's really cool. We're going back to the box and we're gonna do a few upgrades. But yeah, just come over here as well. There's a zombie resting there, and one resurrects or pops up from the ground there. So yeah, the fact that they pop up from the ground, I'm not a Resident Evil expert, but I'm not sure why they can do that. You know, the other guy is just sitting down. That makes more sense. But for them to just resurrect from the ground, you know, anyone want to help out with the lore there? Deal with this guy. And again, we didn't get the execution there. It was unfortunate. Should have happened really. But like I said, they're pretty easy to deal with. But yeah, I was talking about the executions, and I really love executions in games. You know, when they do it right, it does feel pretty good. Like in Elden Ring, when the enemy gets stunned and you become invincible. And that's one of my favorite things in gaming, when there is invincibility frames. So we're selling the med injector here, making some extra credits, and I end up buying all the ammo. I could have avoided buying, you know, in hindsight, I could have avoided buying the handgun ammo, and I should have been buying the Requiem ammo, but I had so much Requiem bullets. We're going to do a few upgrades here. We're going to work on our classic. We're going to get the enhancements here. So I decided to max out the trigger, and I did end up getting the Gal. The Gal is the cheapest machine gun. It does the job, and upgraded it as well. And then I started working on upgrading the Rec. You don't really have to do it in the order that I'm doing it. But yeah, like for example, my favorite gun is the classic, so I was working towards upgrading that the quickest. But yeah, I was talking about the executions, and there's a lot of games that does executions well. So like God of War 2018, when enemies are stunned as well and you execute them, and the invincibility animation comes on. I do really enjoy that in gaming. We're going to pick up a med injector here, some shotgun shells, and some scrap. We're preparing for this tarantula spider boss fight. Boss! He's pretty he's a little bit tricky to deal with, but he's not that tricky. The thing is, you know, in a no save, no damage run, I can imagine the game would be a lot harder on this difficulty. You have to know everything that's going to happen, and anything can go wrong. You know, dealing with the bosses can be a bit of a nightmare, because just one small error and that's it, you've been damaged. So yeah, just keep going over here and just let the cutscene play out, and then just go back all the way and let him chase you, and then don't do anything. Technically it's a cutscene damage, but we're not counting that, are we? It's all part of the game. It's part of the game. Keep running, get rid of these spider nets, and just continue upstairs. Now when you're going upstairs, just be ready. You can take out the little spiders that are going to show up in a second with a pistol, but you can also use your gal that you just picked up, your machine gun. So like, you can approach it here with caution. I just rushed in, but you can, if you slowly come in. Oh well, I didn't actually rush it that much, but yeah. Oh, I did use the pistol, because I have done it in different ways. But yeah, if you feel like you're overwhelmed or swarmed, you can just use your machine gun there. But like you could see there, you could deal with them until they start coming there. You could actually finish them with the pistol, but it doesn't matter. You could just switch between the two. Make sure you reload, make sure everything's ready. Over here, he's gonna come out, and you could just parry that. You don't have to do this if your timing's off. But yeah, it's actually quite easy once you get the hang of it. You could do one parry there, because you know he's coming out, and you could just continue. Now prepare your rifle here, and as he's coming down, try to shoot him. This requires a bit of practice. Like there, you could just get rid of the shot, and then you could potentially pump out 2 shots there. I decided to do 1 and keep it safe, but you can give him 2. You could also give him 1 there, but I decided to just avoid all that and just continue. And then just wait for him here, ready with the shotgun, and throw this at him, and just basically come over here and start going to town on here. Just try to unload as much as you can. Unload as much as you can. Unload. Keep shooting him. You can chase him there and try to shoot him, but then your window is quicker to get back up here. Shorter to get back up here. So I decided to just go up and get ready, prepare everything. When you hear him saying, "Where are ya?" get ready to shoot that, and be careful. Like you could end up not shooting that. Get your rifle out and start unloading over here, and then as soon as he wakes up, go down, swap to the shotgun, and unload on him here. It's a pretty good strategy. Keep going. Try to get a few shots in. There we go. And then just go back up again. He's gonna come back down, and yeah, just get 1 shot there. Don't be greedy, because he is pretty quick, pretty crafty. And just come down. There were some shotgun bullets there that I could have picked up, but in my rush I was making sure that I don't want to be too greedy and get damaged. Then he'll come up here from the rooftop. Get him. You can probably get him once. Some of these shots do require a bit of training, but with training you can do it. And then, like, I was thinking about getting a shot in there, but like, yeah, try not to be too greedy, because you can misjudge it sometimes. And then when he does this, just try to get a few shots in there, especially when he's throwing the spiders. But usually he does it for a bit longer, but for some reason there he didn't do it for that long. So just keep going and get your machine gun ready. I think, look, there's some spiders here. Get your machine gun ready, get rid of them, and when he comes out, go back and try to hide behind the pillar, because then he won't be able to do that to you. And just get rid of these pests. Pest control is here. Just keep an eye out, because he can come from different places. But yeah, it's pretty consistent if you follow exactly what I'm doing. Oh, that was a bit risky there. I should have hidden behind the pillar. That was a bit risky, so don't do that. When he comes down, try to hide behind the pillar, and then yeah, just rotate between this section and that section so that you're safe, because he can come up from the windows, he can come up from different places. There we go, got him good there. And then look, we're pretty safe here, got one shot in. And just be patient. Again, some pest control. Oh, that was a bit risky. So I would say don't come up this way. You can make him go around the other way. And look, he was nearly dead. He was nearly dead. We did get a bit fortunate once or twice there, but I think that can be avoided if you don't do what I did and just stay between the two pillars. Don't go back up though, up those specific stairs that I went back up, and go the other way, the other climbable stairs. And we're done. But yeah, you can see that fight is a little bit annoying, especially in a no damage, no save. That would be a bit tricky. I mean, like I said, I've seen a few videos now that have been uploaded by some fantastic players, and they've managed to do it. But you know, to sit down and do a run in 4 hours with no mistakes, you know, under 4 hours, and try with no mistakes is a bit tough for Dad. Yeah, there's a crate there. Shoot that, get the ammo. Unfortunately, it's just handgun ammo. And then come over here, grab some more handgun ammo. And we're doing well. We are doing well. Just keep going. Activate this generator. Activate this cutscene. And now we're here. Some inventory management. I think I'm about to save here now after that boss fight. It's a good time to save. I would advise you to save as well if you're getting your practice in. And like I said, I keep buying the handgun ammo, but I would advise you to avoid buying any handgun ammo. There are drops. There are enough drops there. And yeah, look, I didn't bother purchasing any Requiem bullets earlier. I did purchase one there, but I could have potentially purchased both. But yeah, like I said, we're going to have plenty of ammo. We're dropping a save here. We're doing well. I was thinking about doing another run, a more efficient run, a shorter run. And I was thinking doing it under the old Resident Evil rules, Resident Evil 4 rules, where I just do it in 15 saves under 4 hours. See if that's possible, rather than no save, no damage. You know, call it a 15 save RE4 rules. So yeah, come into the garage and pick up this little ammo, pick up the hand grenade. And this section is a little bit tricky, so that's why I would advise you to save, because you got to get used to doing this correctly. It can go wrong, especially with the shooting, with the shooting gun zombies. They are a bit annoying. I wish there was a way to tackle them. You can actually parry everything in this game, but it is risky and very tricky to parry those guys. So yeah, wait for that guy to come down and then come over here, shoot both of them in the head, and you got to be efficient there. Just do as I did there, and then everything will go okay from here onwards. And yeah, just make sure you have your shotgun out here, because it is the solution to all your problems. If in doubt, whip the shotgun out. And then you can use their melee weapons to execute Order 66. Yeah, be on guard and just get rid of all of these guys. We can run past all these guys and drop the crate down and so on, but we're trying to rack up points. This is not like a speed run. We are getting credits for all of this. And yeah, we're going to make sure we're dealing with all of them. You can see here, be careful of the axe guys. If they try to attempt to throw anything at you, you can parry that. You can actually parry everything in this game because Leon is a superhero. There we go. Oh, made it. I made it. And yeah, we dealt with all of them nicely. We are doing well. Continue and just pick up any stock that they've dropped. Stock! Make sure you pick up the stock. We're racking up the stock in this game. Make sure everything's reloaded. And just shoot this crate once. And then we're going up. Now this section again, just be ready with the shotgun. We're gonna have to deal with a few annoying zombies here, which who can grab you, so you've got to be careful a little bit. Get your shotgun ready and come over here and just run past this section. This guy's gonna come out. Be careful. Blast them with the shotgun. I was too late there. Tried to do some damage with the axe. It was a bit risky. Don't do that. Don't do that. But it worked out well. I do take some risks sometimes that are unnecessary. And you can see here now we're starting to get full with our briefcase. I really should have purchased the upgrade a little bit earlier, I think. You know, in hindsight. You can craft things, we are gonna be fine, but I could have bought the briefcase upgrade a little bit earlier, but we're alright. You can see we're alright there. Pick up the herb, we'll be selling that. Doesn't give us a lot of money, but still, every little helps. And just wait here, we're always going to use weapons like this to help us out. Be careful, there are some zombies that can throw and lunge things at you, so just keep an eye out. There we go. Oh, that was close, but Dad managed to get there. Execute Order 66. And yeah, this guy, he could have thrown stuff at us, but we're going to get rid of him now. Execute Order 66. And yeah, I love the classic, especially when you get headshots. The way their heads pop or explode. It's pretty cool. It's a pretty amazing weapon in this game. Go back down, get the ammo, sharpen the axe. Always stay on top of like your weapons and making sure that you've got everything. And then, yeah, Dad's aim here was horrendous. I don't know what I was thinking here. I mean, I could have just walked a little bit in front to do that. Watch out for the zombie that's coming up here. Keep, equip your shotgun. I mean, I tried to think about it, and I thought, nah, it's not worth the risk. So yeah, put your torchlight on, and yeah, it's all clear. Clear. So we're gonna go back down now, and we've done a pretty tricky section. The hardest part of that whole section, I think, are the two gun zombies. You've got to get those guys properly, otherwise the whole thing can go wrong. And that part does require a little bit of practice, and there are a few sections in this game that you're going to see. You're going to need to be on point with the gun zombies. And actually I found out like you can parry everything. It's pretty cool. But parrying everything in a no damage run is just risky. One small mistake. Like, I don't mind attempting to parry the zombies and actually even the even the blister heads, if you know their animations, they're easier to parry than some of the normal zombies, because their animation is always very similar, except the lunging one. The lunging one, you got to get out the way. But yeah, we've got the distributor now. We've collected part 1 out of 3. Now we just got to like look around, get this cutscene out the way, and then continue. I did really enjoy Leon's parts. You know, I'm a fan of, my favorite character I think in Resident Evil is Leon, especially his one-liners, and I just think every game he's been in has been an absolute classic. You know, Resident Evil 2 for me, masterpiece. Resident Evil 4, I mean, I don't need to tell anyone about Resident Evil 4. Amazing game. And yeah, I was thinking about saving there, but I thought, let me just sort out all the inventory management before I do the save, because that's always advisable. You don't want to just be repeating inventory management stuff. I do get the case upgrade there, so it worked out well. And I was considering whether to buy the rec bullets, but yeah, look, I'm doing pretty well with the upgrades. My classic is at 2 power, and I would start advising you to start upgrading the hatchet, because we are gonna fight Hank, and I think the best way to fight Hank in a no damage, to make it as easy as possible for you, for yourself, is to just basically have your hatchet upgraded fully, because if it's not upgraded fully, it is much harder. I mean, he's hard regardless, but with the upgrades, he becomes more manageable. Right, we're going this way now. Collect the hand grenade, shoot the stairs, go up, getting some stock. We love stock collection. That's what it's all about. Inventory management. And we're just going to continue. We've collected some more rec bullets there. You can see I've got 16 rec bullets already without buying any. And that's technically not true. Just be careful of this zombie. Approach him with caution. Don't be running at him. He will turn around and lunge at you, so make sure you approach him with caution. I used that crouching technique there to slow my run down and then just walk to him. I do like that technique. And we just grab everything and we continue. But yeah, I was saying I didn't purchase any rec bullets, but I did, so come in here, shoot this guy. I do like to pistol him, but you can give him one in the head with the classic. But he does, well, not him. I think, I can't remember, but I can't. Oh yeah, he does turn into a blister head. So you can see there. I'm like hiding here because sometimes he doesn't see you and he just walks past you and you can execute him. I can't remember if that happens here, but oh well, no, he didn't. He spotted me, so I was like, oh, this could go wrong. But yeah, I was crouched down, I shot him. Just be ready, because sometimes you can get away with like just executing him if you hide correctly, but there you could see it didn't work out for Dad. And then these guys will raise up and I'm just using the pistol, trying to be cute. Look, you can see I've got like 100 bullets there. I was considering like selling the pistol and just, oh nice. Yeah, so just be careful with that. That's why you should have your shotgun out. You could see there, like I took a few risks, but don't do that. You know, don't do what I did. I did time it correctly and I was feeling a bit brave. But remember, fortune favors the brave. And then I like to continue on here. This section is pretty difficult because we're not going to be doing a save for a while. There is no real save points, so I decided to do this part first. You can do the other part first, then this part. It doesn't really matter. You can do it either way, so you can you know, climb the stairs. But we're about to face the boss, the mini boss. Come down here, grab everything, and I do end up saving rec bullets here. You can use the rec on this guy. I did end up with plenty of rec bullets that I didn't even use towards the end of the game, so there, you know, we are pretty stocked up. I can use the rec bullets here to make my life easier for the boss. But yeah, get rid of these guys. Try to lure these guys a little bit towards the back. I ended up not doing that because they do turn into blister heads, and it is a bit annoying, but you can lead them all the way back in that corner there. I ended up just getting a bit annoyed because replaying certain sections does get a bit tedious at times. And then yeah, so I'm gonna try to do this without using any rec bullets. You're gonna see how. Just prepare, have the classic in hand, make sure you get this zombie in the head, get the shot right, killer, and then just wait for the blister head to chase you around. You'll be fine. So you can see there, I'm alright, that's fine. And then try to finish, but it was a bit risky there because he's gonna run at me, so that's fine. I could have thrown that thing at him, but I decided to run around. I think it's better to do it this way rather than throwing it around, and then just lead him inside there so you've got plenty of time, because if you do hit him with that, you've only got a couple of seconds stun. So you can see there, just lead him all the way until he does his animation and then come back round. And yeah, just continue. Use the axe there. He's down, but I couldn't execute him unfortunately. And just lead this guy back around. And yeah, have shotgun ready. Execute order 66. You know, we came back for him. We came back for him. We're all good now, and then just go all the way up. Let that animation play out. And we could just, we've done it. We could just leave over here. Grab the fuse or the battery. And yeah, I decided to go back, but you could just leave. But yeah, you can get more credits for upgrades and stuff like that. So you can see it resets them, and they're like not aware. I could have executed him there, but I messed that up because I was running out like a maniac. So yeah, if you're a bit more patient than I was there, you could just potentially and you can see if they've reset. That's why I went into the other room. Once they've reset, you can come back down and kind of like execute one or two of them. So you can execute order 66. Get rid of that guy, and then just try to be. Yeah, this guy's gonna resurrect. Get rid of him, nice and easy. And yeah, we're gonna go back and get the blister head. We've got so much like axes that have been dropped, and you know, that gas canister next to us. We can deal with him without wasting too much ammo, but be careful. He is pretty fast, so there. You know, as usual, 2 shots in any of his spots, pops it. There you go, you can see 2 shots there. Nice. Then we're gonna go back. We're gonna use the gas canister to our advantage and give him a kick. We'll see what kind of kick Leon does. Just be patient, don't rush it, and give him 1 shot there. Oh, it's a flying dragon kick. It's a Bruce Lee. And then just get one of those. You can see he's going down, and then there's another weapon here, so we can deal with him really easily because of all the axe drops. Does help out. If by any chance you left the blister on his back and you throw one of those axes at him and the blister's on his back, don't hit him from the front with the kick, because if you do hit him from the front, there'll be no real damage done to him really. So I would advise you to just like be quick, but you run around behind him and do the kick from behind so that you pop the blister head. And then we've collected everything. We've collected the legendary unit from him, all the stock. We've cleared the section up nicely. Nicely done, if I do say so myself. Right, we're continuing on. We're going back. And now we're going to go back to the middle section so we can get the second plug or battery or whatever it is we're collecting. We're going to climb up the stairs here. You can see there was some stock that I missed from this guy. Shotgun shells, nice. And we're going back up. Crafting some shotgun shells. We've got a lot of ammo, a lot of stock. Some more shotgun shells. I was thinking we need to be armed and ready and make some space in our briefcase. Nice. We are good to go. In this section, you can take out a lot of the zombies by executions, but just be careful. So I just like to go to the right. Do as I do. I think it's a pretty good route. Go this way, wait for this guy to turn around, execute him, then the other guy will be alerted, so watch out. But the invincibility animation does stun him, so you'll be alright. And then just, yeah, give him some shotguns and execute. Grab the stock, go around, grab some more stock, some shotgun shells there. Continue back to the van. We're doing a nice quick sweep. Yeah, I do really like Leon's sections. They are action-packed. I just hope the DLC has... And yeah, just come around over here. Oh, there we go. What a beautiful animation. And again, this guy didn't get alerted, so 2 for the price of 1. Go back to this. Get the stock. We're getting loaded. We're getting loaded with stock. And now over here... Equip your classic. This is how I like to do it. Obviously there's a lot of ways to approach this section, but again, you can sneak behind this guy, MGS style, get rid of him, and then I like to stand here, get rid of this guy, get a headshot, and then basically you're gonna have to watch out because they are gonna blister head, but get rid of this guy because he can throw stuff. He can throw that stupid whatever he's carrying, and then yeah, just be on guard, get rid of that guy. Look, he is going to blister head. There is another blister head there, and yeah, I mean, I risked it there. I could have just stayed above, but yeah, so he drops down as well, and then you're going to have to deal with 2 blister heads now. Just be careful. But yeah, the parries do work on these guys if you time it right. If you can see, it's like the second arm swing. But yeah, have your shotgun next to you and deal with those guys. That can go a little bit wrong, so watch out. I could have stayed up inside the van, but I decided to come down because I was getting more comfortable as the playthrough went on. And when you're Leon, you do have the parry mechanic, so the parry mechanic is a lifesaver. Just be ready to parry. With Grace, not so much. That's the annoying part. I mean, but yeah, come over here. I didn't need to do I didn't need to do anything to these guys, but I just thought I'm next to them. I can freely get rid of them. You can approach them like that again, silently, and we go behind this guy too. And guess what? Execute Order 66. We are doing well. Fantastic. Come over here, open up this van, get some more free credits. Just go back, make sure you don't blow up the gas canister close, because you can get damaged like that. And yeah, we got some free credits there. Now this part here is a bit tricky. It can be approached in multiple ways. I decided to do it this way. So got a headshot on him there, and he died. And then I approached these guys. So, and then I decided to go in the room because the other guy can throw stuff, and I think it works out better that way. But like I said, there are multiple ways to deal with it. So you can see there, killed him, and then that's it. It's much easier that way. No one can throw anything at me. And execute Order 66. I hope some of you who are watching would understand that reference. You know, a friend of mine is a big Star Wars fan, and he loves Star Wars. And I actually started playing the Star Wars games because, although I'm not a Star Wars fan, I do like Star Wars, but I'm not like a proper hardcore Star Wars fan. But I ended up playing the Star Wars games because I am a huge hardcore hack and slash fan. But I do make exceptions for certain games like Resident Evil and Uncharted and, you know, beautiful masterpieces where I really enjoy. But I'm a huge hack and slash fan. That's my favorite genre. And I did end up playing the 2 new Star Wars games because they are really, really good hack and slash games. So yeah, we've managed to clear out that section. We've done well. It was a long section. Lots of things can go wrong. It does require some practice, but we got there. We've got the container key as well, and we can come in here, grab some med injector, and we're just gonna go back now. And I think it's time to do a save. It's time to do a save. Woo! The relief. That section was a little bit tough, a little bit tricky. But if Dad can do it, you can do it. I believe in you. You can do this. You can do this. Right, back to the camp. I decided to open up this BSAA container. Use the key, because before I do saves, I like to get a lot of stuff out of the way so I don't have to repeat doing it. And yeah, got the repair kit. If you do have space in your inventory, then just, you know, pick it up from now. But you can leave it for later, I guess. But yeah, I just had enough space. And then now go into the box and doing some more upgrading. Let's see what we do here. I think I'm going to upgrade the hatchet a little bit more, if I remember correctly. Yeah, we're going to sell a few med injectors, a few mixed herbs, get some extra credits. Do I buy the rec bullet? Yes, I do. I did end up buying the rec bullet. And you can see I am in pretty good shape. Oh yeah, we're upgrading the wreck a little bit more, the gal a bit more, and the hatchet. So I upgraded one on the strength and one on the durability. And then we're back to our wreck because, sorry, not the wreck, the classic. Because, yeah, the stability. I should have upgraded the stability earlier actually, because it does make the gun more stable. I would advise to do that earlier. Yeah, we're left with some extra credits, and I just decided to upgrade the stability of the shotgun. Not required, but you can decide to do what you like. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope it's been useful and helpful. Like and subscribe. Share. Dad is trying to grow the channel. I'm going to try and aim to be more consistent. But yeah, living that dad life, representing. See you next time for part 6.